Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. Today I will answer the question of, was MNM a failure or a success? Obviously, MNM stands for Neymar, Mbappe, and Lionel Messi, the trident at Paris Saint-Germain for 2 seasons. Has it been a failure or a success? Because we can answer this now that Lionel Messi have left and the MNM trident has dissolved. First of all, in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 stuff on the pitch, revenue, and success/eye test. 3 categories for MNM. Starting on the pitch. Here are the stats of MNM in these past 2 seasons. Kylian Mbappe topping everything with 116 goals and assists. Lionel Andres Messi with 67 goals and assists. And Neymar Jr. with 56 goals and assists. Mbappe nearly has the same amount as Messi and Neymar combined, which is crazy. And here are the games they played. Neymar 57 games, Lionel Messi 75 games, and Kylian Mbappe 89 games played for Paris Saint-Germain in these past 2 seasons. But both seasons were a bit different when it comes to MNM when I looked at the stats. Obviously, first season under Mauricio Pochettino, where it was very Mbappe heavily involved, and Neymar and Messi did not perform that well under him. They started only 19 out of 49 games in their first season together, and look at the percentage. So without MNM, Paris Saint-Germain had a 73% win rate, whilst with MNM they had a 47% win rate, showcasing that Pochettino really couldn't get the best out of MNM in his first season. Whilst Christophe Galtier, when Pochettino was sacked and Christophe Galtier came in, it was much different. They still only played 18 out of 50 games starting all together, a very low margin of games, but the stats speak much better this time. A 60% win percentage without them, but an 86% win percentage with MNM on the pitch, and they were also unbeaten with only the games that were not wins were draws, showcasing that Christophe Galtier really built the team and tried to get the absolute best from his 3 best players. Issues was the rest of the squad was not strong enough. And here are the stats in the most important knockout games in the Champions League, obviously against Real Madrid in the first season, against Bayern Munich in the first season. Lionel Andres Messi, 360 minutes, 0 goals and assists. Neymar Jr., 197 minutes, 2 goals, 1 assist. And Kylian Mbappe, 303 minutes with 2 goal contributions. And they only played a total of 37 out of 99 games together, starting all of them together. Obviously, sometimes Mbappe played with Messi, or Messi with Neymar, or Neymar with Mbappe, but all of them together started only 37 out of 99 games, which is around a third of every Paris Saint-Germain game in that period. But I wanted to look at revenue, which is another important thing, because that was for me the objective of the Lionel Messi signing. Sure, he's a great player off the pitch, but it was about the brand. Lionel Andres Messi, one of the biggest players of all time, if not the biggest, playing at Paris Saint-Germain alongside 2 superstars in Kylian Mbappe and Neymar Jr. And obviously they had a hefty wage at Paris Saint-Germain, which took a lot of money from our transfer windows, with a 3.5 million wages per week for all of them combined, and maybe a little bit more with all of the Mbappe bonuses. But the revenue went up from 654 million from Paris Saint-Germain before MNM were assembled, and then this started coming out throughout the season. PSG is the European club from the top 16 richest clubs that generated the most matchday revenue in 2022. The Parc des Princes is only the 14th largest stadium among the top 16, showcasing that Paris Saint-Germain, MNM, were the biggest attraction in Europe, in the world. No stadium earned more than us. And another quick fact here, in just 1 season, Paris Saint-Germain's revenue has grown from 654 million to over 800 million. That's a 20% increase, making the club with the most revenue in the world, which is absolutely incredible when you think of we don't earn that much when it comes from league and TV money. And another report here, the budget available for transfer windows not yet known, but will be more substantial and bigger this summer. So revenue wise, we earned so much money so much money. Sure, we paid them hefty wages, but we earned so much money. And the last topping on the ice was obviously Neymar went out a bit early and was injured. But the two best players in the world, the two best players at the World Cup, who everyone was watching, were both Paris Saint-Germain players, which is another positive thing for Paris Saint-Germain. And I remember both Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe jerseys were sold out after that crazy World Cup final. And lastly, I'm gonna look at success and eye test. When it comes to success, Paris Saint-Germain in these 2 seasons could have won 8 trophies. We only won 3. 2 Ligue 1 titles, 1 Trophée du Champion, and we lost on 1 Trophée du Champion, 2 Coupe de France, and 2 Champions Leagues, which absolutely is not acceptable. It's absolutely not acceptable, especially the Trophée du Champion, the Coupe de France. We need to scoop them up, and obviously it would have been nice if we had gotten our first Champions League. But as I said, this is the eye test part, because we saw on the pitch, they didn't play that many times together. It took them over 1 year to, really get the best out of them. They still missed a lot of games, and they still weren't productive enough in the most important games of the season. And as I said, they only won 3 out of 8 available trophies. But listen, I'm so grateful that I've seen Neymar, Lionel Messi, and Kylian Mbappe play football together, because when they played those 37 out of 99 games, when they were on the pitch, it was the best football I've ever seen. You can say whatever you want about BBC or MSN or any trio in the world, but when Kylian Mbappe, Neymar Jr. and Lionel Messi were at their best, especially pre-World Cup this season, they were absolutely unstoppable. Messi with his dribbling, Neymar with his unpredictability, and Kylian Mbappe being just that lethal guy that everybody is scared of. And these 2 seasons, yes, success-wise and all of that, it's not been great, and I'm actually happy that MNM are removing from each other, but it's still for me been a really great experience to be a Paris Saint-Germain fan, to watch these players ball out for Paris Saint-Germain. And yeah, I couldn't be more grateful for having Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr. and Kylian Mbappe represent the Parisian badge. Lastly, I want to talk about my favorite game from MNM. It was the 7-1 victory over Lille, all contributing to many goals. Mbappe goals, Neymar goals and assists, Messi goals and assists. It was a crazy game and really showcased how good they can be all together. And the worst game was in the first season, a 2-0 loss to Stade de Rennes away, where MNM were absolutely dreadful. I remember Messi hitting the crossbar from a free kick, Mbappe, Neymar missing easy chances. It was a really disgusting game, but at least it went much better after that. And my favorite goal is obviously the goal versus Benfica. All of them contributing in a big, important away night in the Champions League. What a goal, and what a great memory I will have for my rest of my life as a Paris Saint-Germain fan. And that's why I'm grading Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, and Neymar Jr. as here's the important thing. Revenue for Paris Saint-Germain, whatever you want to say, they care so much. They are a marketing team. They're not a real football side. You have to understand that we need to compete against Real Madrid and Barcelona economical and heritage, whilst competing against the Premier League money as well. So having MNM, having them 3 with as you saw now, we have the highest revenue in Europe. This was never gonna happen without them. And we had to compete. We have to compete with these 2 sides, the Premier League and Real and Barca, to get the best players and to win the best available trophies, which is a very important thing to note. And that's why I'm grading MNM at Paris Saint-Germain as an 8 out of 10. I believe the football they had on the pitch was amazing. I believe revenue they generated for Paris Saint-Germain, which will have a big effect now, but even bigger effect in the future. I think we will look back at this time and say, wow, sure, it maybe wasn't the best time, but it was a really important time. I believe having Messi, all the eyeballs on Paris Saint-Germain, the revenue, everything has made us into a top club that everybody knows about. And for that reason, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I don't believe it's a success, but I definitely don't believe it's been a failure. I think it's been in between, but a bit better, more sliding into success. That's been it. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? And let me know, what rating would you give MNM at Paris Saint-Germain? And do you think they have been a success or a failure? That's been it. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the PSG GINT YouTube channel, and as always, allez Paris.